Run It Back Radio.
What it is, everybody? This is Run It Back Radio. I'm
Run It Back.
OZ100. You know what I'm saying?
It's Joey Keys, y'all. We back at it again.
It's Rumpelstiltskin, long hair, don't care. Jason Warren. Find me on Facebook if you want to find me.
That's what's
We out
up.
here.
So you know, there's been some more stuff that's been happening, bro. Preseason did start. Warriors won.
Yeah.
Warriors won. Wiseman put up 20 and 9.
In his debut after the injury, you know,
So that's
being out
fire.
for so long,
Man,
so
if he does it all season, bro.
they're gonna be lethal.
Oh man.
Because he's a real 7-footer.
Oh
A real
boy.
7-footer, playing the 5, stretching the floor, shooting the 3.
What was up
That'll
with,
be so brutal.
What was up with that possible everybody's trying to get Miles Turner, but weren't they supposedly going to give up Wiseman or whatever for Miles Turner or something?
Yeah, I
Possible
mean,
package?
there's rumors
I
of
wouldn't.
high packages or whatever.
wouldn't.
I mean,
I would for the chip right now because you are better with Miles Turner right now.
right?
Yeah.
but
yeah, I feel it.
But
And you're gonna have to pay all these
the investment of Wiseman was their future. You know
But they
what I'm
have to
saying? 'Cause
pay.
They're gonna have to think about.
But they got
in
Kuminga,
five-
they got Moody, they got Jordan Poole. They got to pay all these guys.
right. They're gonna think about in 3
And
to 5
Wiseman's
years.
a second
when,
pick, so like when they go to pay him, like he's gonna have to get paid like minimum like at least $15 million a year. I know, or they're already paying him like fucking $12 million or something a year right
Right,
now
for a first
on his,
round.
Yeah, on his
Right.
rookie contract
rookie
for being the
contract.
second pick.
But it's a 2-year team.
Isn't that crazy?
You know what I'm saying?
Rookie
So they won't-
contracts used to be
so they won't have to
small.
sign him for 3 more years. But yeah, I mean, they got to think about the Warriors. Got to think about when Clay's gone, when Steph's gone, 3 to 5 years from now. You know, and the possibility that next year Draymond Green could leave for greener pastures because he's trying to get one more max contract out
Come
of the league
home, bro.
before.
Come home.
Come to Detroit.
For the Lolo, though. For the Lolo.
Yeah, you got to
come for the Lolo so we can win
you
over
gotta
you.
get off that high horse, bro.
Yeah, the Pistons just
The
got
Lolo for you, not like the real Lolo.
the Pistons got Bogdanovich, so you know you can come here and play with him, and we'll have a couple more guys around you. You know, you'll be our 2 veterans. You be the old guy teaching the wisdom.
I mean, Cade should be great.
3-4 championships by then. You know,
Cade
Man,
should be
that would
great.
be just some shit.
I have a lot of faith that Cade's going to be great.
There's a chance
Maybe
he
not
might
like
get,
great, but like
he
a
might
very
get,
good player.
He might get MIP this year. You never know.
I bet
He
on
could.
it.
He could.
I bet on it. But
Just like Ja Morant got MIP, didn't he? Didn't he get Most Improved? Wasn't it
this
Ja?
year,
Or not? It was. I don't think it was this year. It was. I think it was Ja who got Most Improved, or he was in the running and didn't get it.
he.
I thought. I swear.
No, I think he did get it this year.
That's what I'm saying. I thought he got it. Like, if there's either this year or the year before, but I mean, shit, Cade
can't
could
even
do it.
because we're using our phones to record. We can't even look it up.
Check it out.
Right. I know.
I just did it.
Yeah, because fucking.
But I definitely am excited to see the Pistons play this season.
Yeah.
They said that they made
yeah.
so they made the Bogdanovich trade because they felt like they could make the playoffs this year with grabbing Bogdanovich, and they sent 2 players for 1 player, so we were going to have to cut somebody either way. We
Right.
still got Kemba Walker, who they haven't decided on if they're going to buy him out of his
buy him all the
contract
way,
or
yeah.
not. But it's going to come down to crunch time whether they decide to keep Kemba or not. You know what I'm saying?
If they're trying to make a run,
For some playoffs, I would keep
keep him.
Right, and I would.
Yeah, if you're trying to make,
And
a
I
run,
would try
keep
to
him.
send one of these new guys down because that's what they're saying is about Jalen Duren. This Jalen Duren guy, they said they love his defense, right? But
Ja
he's gotta-
did win Most Improved Player
He's got to work on
this
his.
year. Yes.
Yeah, he's got to work on his offensive skill set. You know what I'm saying? So they're talking about sending him to play for our affiliate team. You know, while they're letting Duren, yeah. So then we could have Kimba on the roster at time. But if Jalen comes into the league and just kills it, but they're liking his defensive prowess in practice. You know what I'm saying? It's showing up on the court.
Which one?
Jalen Duren.
Okay.
You know, he's running with the 2s, and his defensive prowess is showing up on the court. You know what I'm saying?
What's up with Ivy?
They're raving
What's
about
up with Ivy? You know what's up with Ivy? Is he hurt?
They said that they
cleared?
from what I've read is basically who you talking about cleared.
Like, is he back?
Yeah, they're practicing him. I think he's light practicing, but from what I've read is basically the offense is flowing. Cade's leading like he's supposed to, and one person who has stood out has been Jalen Duren because of his defensive prowess, blocking shots. You know what I'm saying? So,
and then we still got Bay,
yep,
right? And
yep.
he had an outbreak.
And
season.
Marvin Bagley came back. We got him back.
Oh, Marvin
We got a
Bagley.
squad.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We got a squad.
I mean, like, we ain't
That'd
gonna
be
win no
some
chip
shit.
or nothing this year, but
No, but if we get to the playoffs, like I said, he says it's all based on winning championships, and I get it.
It is.
But in a life term, like when you're pursuing championships as an individual, I get it, and as a team, whatever. But we're just normal Joes. So in my lifetime, I guess I'm content with my team winning just getting to the playoffs like 10 years in my lifetime. You know what I'm saying? And if they don't get
That's
to a
terrible.
championship, I just live in the wrong city. It is what it is because there's 32 teams in most sports, and I know that if you wanted a different team it'd be every 32 years, and it's just not pliable.
So, all right,
You know
so,
what I'm
like,
saying?
here's the
so
thing.
I mean,
Let's
I'm
say-
content with playoff bound teams.
let's say it's not all about chips, but I say it's all about chips because, like, you don't have to win the chip, but if you're like this, like the Spurs were for a lot of the time when they weren't winning chips, like they're always in the running, like the Jazz.
Right.
The Jazz are like always
They
somewhat
were
relevant.
always in the running.
You know what I'm
but they
saying?
never-
That's
yeah,
that's
they
all
never
I'm
could.
expecting.
Right.
Like,
Right.
So it's about more than just making the playoffs.
The Jazz-
you have to be in the playoffs
So-
consistently. Like half the teams make it. It's not a big
Do
cutoff.
you guys know why the Jazz sold the farm? What is your guys' belief on why the Jazz sold the farm this summer? Besides the fact that Mitchell said he wanted out of there.
I think they just didn't think it was gonna work.
I feel like they've been
'Cause
really
they've been on the tip on this.
they've
for
been
2
with
years.
this base for a while. Like they've been doing it.
They
Not even
want-
just what happened. They've been
They want
they've been
the
doing
number
the
one
same
pick.
shit.
They want the number one pick
I
feel
know
like
they want that guy.
from France, and they
That was the
literally
one I was
they
talking
sold-
about
they
on the
sold-
last
yeah, They
podcast.
sold the farm to get him.
You. I was talking about
Yeah,
him with you
yeah,
on the
yeah.
podcast. Yeah, he was fucking Rudy Gobert up
Yep.
in a video.
But
Yeah.
they've been doing the same shit for
So,
years. That's why
there's,
like now they really just
I
said,
think
fuck it all
they
away
I think the last
and
playoff
switched
series
it up.
they were like, we're not winning with this group. We need to get rid of it.
The article. Well, the thing is that when I don't remember the coach's name who stepped down before this, who just stepped down. Their coach stepped down, and they got Danny Ainge over there, and that's the reason why he decided to trade everybody and whatever is because they know that they can bring in a new coach or a coach with 1 year experience with that rookie next year and build from there. And they've got a draft haul. They got 18 picks in the next, I think, like 7 years, just like the Thunder do.
The
Thunder
Thunder
got, like-
are gonna be scary, bro.
And if they don't put something together over there, that's going to be crazy. It'll be like one of the biggest monumental failures.
I don't
you
think that's gonna be their issue. I
But
think
the-
there's gonna be a guy that they want that's gonna come on the trade market.
RGM.
and a lot of the picks are gonna get traded over there.
RGM was bred out of the same building as the Thunder, and the GM over there is the guy who drafted Durant, Harden, and Westbrook, who had the chance to take him to the finals. You know what I'm saying? And RGM is the guy who scouted all those players. So that's why, like, I believe we have a good chance because if they were in the same room and they were sharing the same ideas and they put together what they put together and they were able to bring out who they brought out, because Westbrook, Durant, and Harden are generational talents that were on the same team, and that doesn't happen. You know what I'm saying? It's usually you get a superstar and you attract two other guys. You know what I'm saying? But to draft 3 superstar players within, 5 years?
Let alone all MVPs.
All MVPs? You know what I'm saying?
All MVPs.
Command.
is
I mean,
definitely
and
fucking-
you speculate
crazy
about
thing.
what would been whatever about what team that team could have been if they would have paid Harden. That's all it was about. They didn't want to pay Harden because they didn't think he was that good. And
I
if you
mean, I
guys
don't
would've
think
paid,
it would have worked there. It wouldn't have worked.
I mean,
with all 3 of them.
so
I feel
I know-
like if
You
Harden
can't
kept-
pay Harden and have him come off the bench.
Yeah.
And
That's
him
No,
and
you
and
started
him and
it.
Westbrook on the same on this floor at the same time don't work.
It's not gonna work.
They
Yeah,
both want the ball.
right.
Like that's why Golden State works so
But
well.
like,
KD don't
but
need
like,
the ball.
hold on.
That's- see, that's
Where
why
I
I
don't
say-
need the ball.
Where I say,
That's
how about
why
this?
Russell
how about this
Westbrook
though?
needed to go back to his old stuff, like being a shooting
about
guard
thi-
and shoot.
Let
and
me
have
let me approach it.
James
like,
Harden push the ball.
Let me approach it like this. What if Harden didn't evolve into that player he was in Houston, but he evolved into
That's who he was when he was on the Thunder, bro. I remember because I was a fan. He was stuck out so much. He come out, and motherfucker just ISO ball, cooking people, doing the same exact shit.
right.
He just was coming off the bench, and then he went to Houston and he was doing it.
I think all
full time.
I
Like he was
Yeah.
cooking people off the bench.
I think all players are coachable, so I feel like maybe because when he went to Houston, Rudy Tomjanovich, he let him run the offense. You know what I'm saying? But like when I think that if they would have realized they had three superstars and that they could, because that's what they're trying to do, and that's when you get a big three. But that's what they're trying to do, and with the Nets right now is that after this big old meltdown and everything, they're basically saying, okay, we're going to come together and we're going to play, and we're going to gel, and we're going to work on the court. You know what I'm saying? And when you looked at Kyrie Irving's 27.4 points a game in the 29 games that he did play, and you think about bringing Ben Simmons, and they're talking about playing Ben Simmons at the 5. You know what I mean?
I said
Because
that in
the
another
only-
podcast.
The only
Said that on another podcast.
The only other big guy they got is Nicholas Claxton. You know what I mean? So they're gonna bring him.
That's
and
my
play
dog.
him,
Claxton
and they're
be
gonna play
going
him at the
crazy in
5. And you know what's crazy is that me and Ozzy over here is we play this game called everybody knows 2K, right? This guy always got to play Ben Simmons at the point guard. Drives me nuts because he just turns around and backs whatever point guard I play. But anyways, we're gonna
Chess game.
Phone him
Now
out.
I'm like, listen, he's
Phone
a
him out.
center. They got him playing center. So,
I said they was gonna play him center though.
right. Well, I mean, he's 6'10"
Fuck it.
and he's a defensive player. You know what I'm saying? And he can't shoot the ball. But he said he's gonna shoot the ball this year too. He said
He's coming out with
he's
step
worked
back
on it.
threes, bro.
Bro, hey, if he
I
came
mean-
out here like that, bro, I'd be a fan.
So-
fuck with him
so-
for real. I'm like,
so-
all right, you could be on all that shit you did if you come out here doing that shit. You could stay being on all that bullshit you was doing, except for you got to play. You
So
got to
if-
play and put up numbers. Otherwise,
I
I
understand.
can't fuck with it.
Ben took the time off, mental illness, back problem, had the surgery, all that. Right.
I mean, shit, a lot
So,
of people don't even come back
I'm
from
saying
back
this
shit.
to you,
but
Ben.
Y'all got
If
so much
you
money.
know that you couldn't shoot the ball or you were having a problem shooting the ball, I hope you spent some time shooting the ball while you was not.
Talking to the mic, bro.
Well, I was talking into the
Well, they
camera.
can't hear you when you're talking to the camera, bro.
So I hope he spent some time shooting the ball and working on that aspect of his game. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to be a great,
I
you
mean,
wanna be
especially
one
if
of the
he's gonna
greats.
be, if he's gonna have the
You know what I
ball
mean?
a lot. Like, if you're gonna have the ball a lot, making plays, bro. Like,
He don't need to be on that team.
No, right. He won't be handling the ball.
Right.
He'll be
He's gonna be
setting-
handling the
picking
ball, I
balls
think,
and-
because he really is like a point guard, bro.
Like, he's
a
got
playmaker, and
great
now
ball
he
handling
doesn't need
compared
to
to everybody
shoot
else
because
other than
like
Kyrie,
he gets to
obviously.
try to play make, and if nothing's available on the quick playmaking, here you go, Kyrie or KD, and then those guys get an ISO bucket. I mean,
Right.
if, that's what those guys do.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, like he's got to. I think they could really go crazy over there. They have the roster.
they use it right and they play it right.
because
It
even
will go-
even their
it'll
bench
go
players
well.
are
They
pretty.
got
fire.
Markeith. They just signed Markeith Morris.
They
there.
got Joe Harris still. You know what I'm saying for the
Yep.
kick out
He's coming back from the
Mm-hmm.
injury.
Yeah, and you don't forget how to shoot.
Right.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
nah.
shooters gonna shoot always.
So he's
Look
gonna,
at Kyle Korver. When did he finally retire? Like age 53 or something.
53.
nah.
But when they put him in the court, when you put Kyle Korver on the court, you're like, if you give that dude a window for a three, he's gonna make 5 out of 8 on you, and that's 15 points is swinging a game. You know what I mean? And he only played for 8 minutes.
Except for he always disappeared in the end.
Yeah. Well, because they don't play defense. Like, why don't players
It's
play?
unfortunate for him. in that
That's what's
finals
crazy about.
with the
I don't.
Cavs.
I like defensive teams, and I don't understand why like people make a comparison of is Jaylen Brown better than Devin Booker? Like how?
Oh
could
yeah,
you
we
even
was talking
compare
about
that?
this on Facebook earlier.
I know. I was like, how could you even compare it? Like Jaylen Brown plays defense and offense, and all Booker does is just play offense, and if he goes off, he goes off, but he don't play defense as good as Jaylen Brown or anywhere near that. You know what I'm saying? So how could you even compare the two players? That's what I was saying.
I like Brown better.
Oh, I
Because
mean,
he's a
I like
dog.
Brown
Shit.
better.
Bro,
He's a dog.
and he's gonna
That's
average-
all it takes for
like,
me.
average
If
30
somebody's a
points.
dog,
Let me
I
see-
take you because
yeah,
that because you perform at the highest situation.
Let me see
Right.
Booker take somebody to the hole, rise up, and dunk over two dudes, with a dude jumping through the frame trying to block the shot. Because I've seen Jaylen Brown do that too many times. On
Well,
Sports
I just
Center.
know I saw that finals with the Phoenix Suns in it, and
They didn't show up.
Booker didn't show up.
No.
And that's because, but I felt like Jaylen Brown did show up. He did exactly what he'd been doing the whole playoffs.
The only thing that was a problem with Jaylen Brown
And
in
then
the finals
Tatum
was
didn't show up.
turnovers.
Tatum killed me on all my bets, dude. Tatum didn't show up. I know it because I bet on him.
And Ume Uduke,
It was-
that dude was smashing females after all these wins or losses in the locker room, whatever it was.
He said we went to the finals, so I got all the hoes. He's probably been doing that shit for a minute.
So yeah, he's
though.
cooked now, right?
Yeah, he's cooked.
Yeah,
cooked.
they said
But
it's
they
suspension
said-
at least a year. I think
Yeah,
they
they
said.
gave him a year suspension to June. Don't quote me, June or July 30th of next year, right? But they said the one thing that might get him his job back, either as the Boston Celtics coach or as a head coach in the league again, is that he went to the finals. He took a team to the finals his first year. Period. You know what I'm saying? And that is what it is because he did coach a team. But unfortunately, your personal conduct behavior is unbecoming in the league, and they said the Celtics said you got to go. It wasn't even the league; it was the Celtics because they don't want that in their organization. You know
I
what I'm
say
saying?
bring him back, guys.
We're gonna. They were talking about
Yeah,
starting
look,
a petition
Give
to
him
bring him
another
back,
chance.
but I mean,
to ring,
yeah, I mean,
damn.
we've yet to hear from him. Also, as well, you know, because he's gonna have to come out and have an apology and say that he's got to do better. Did you guys see what Shaq said?
He said he was
out here
fucking all
hoes.
kinds of bitches, bro.
Yeah, and he's like, I can't even speak on
hey.
it. He's like, I won't.
He's like, I did it. He basically was saying, he's like,
Yeah.
yeah, he basically saying he did a million fucking times.
Right. I mean,
But he got to keep his family, you know.
I mean, he lost his family and then he got it back.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course, but like,
But that's
ouch.
trust that once you lose it, you know what I'm saying? It's harder. Earn
yeah,
it all the way
exactly.
back, always. But whatever.
That's why he's saying he's fortunate
But why
to
is
get it.
But why is it? I mean, cheating, I guess. But like,
What does that got to do with basketball?
this business, and you don't want that conduct in your business. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you owned a business, would you want one of your workers
Finals.
cheating with your wife?
Finals.
Cheating with your wife, bro?
Was it his wife?
He was cheating on his wife with other people's wives.
Was it my wife?
Could have been.
But was it?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, that
the
would
extent of
determine
that.
if I was really mad about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If it wasn't my wife, I'd be like, oh, that's kind of fucked up, but he brought us to the finals. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, it's all about how they're, how them as a team and them as an organization is gonna look about how these players go through their fucked up situations.
What do you guys think about Jimmy Butler's hair? Have you guys seen it?
He looked like Rana Truth Killings. Yeah, before he went to the long
looked
hair all the
wild.
way. He looked like Rana Truth.
Hey, the only reason why
but I mean, do what you do, but
The
it
only
looks like
reason
it would
why-
be difficult to play with.
The only reason why, I don't think he's gonna play with it. But I think the only reason
Aren't
why
they
I'm talking
dreads?
about it, huh?
Aren't they dreads?
Yeah, he'll probably get his hair done by then. No,
Cut
he's got some
off?
super thick ones right now.
Yeah, that means like, yeah, you're stuck with them until you buzz them all off. Those don't
But
come out.
the only reason why I'm talking about him is because they said, "So what's up with your hair?" And he was like, "I'm only doing it so the internet has something to talk about."
Well, he's stuck with those. Those don't come out.
No. But they could be fake ones, half fake, whatever.
I mean, he had long hair, I'm sure.
He did, yeah, for a minute. Yep.
Shit, fuck it.
So
But
I'm
yeah, the only
still
thing
talking
is how
about
it's
the
gonna be on
Celtics,
the
though.
court.
What
That's
about
how
my
it's
dog
gonna be.
Blake?
Blake Griffin,
My dog Blake to the Celtics.
1 year, yeah. See
Hey,
if
you know-
he's got
you know-
anything left in the tank?
You know
Can
they
they
got
can they
like,
get
I said,
a
I think he's good for 5 minutes a game.
intern?
I think he could give any team a good 5 minutes.
Bro, you going to play somewhere for 5 minutes a game? I'm gonna need at least 15, and I'm a bum off the streets. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need at least 15.
Bro, most of these guys ain't getting minutes like that. What are you talking about?
I mean, he comes in for 2-3 minutes.
A whole bunch of them don't even get minutes. They just sit.
Well, yeah, because that's how the bench works.
Andre Iguodala's coming
But no,
back for
they're there-
year whatever. He's probably going to play 9 minutes this season.
average.
No, all together.
See,
He's not even going to be playing. He's just there to like be like a coach.
Bro,
practically.
Udonis Haslem played like 42 minutes last season.
I know.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it's going to be like with Iggy. Like he's there to like, get these guys in the right spot.
Be on the floor, or be on the bench.
Be a coach
pumping
that's
them up.
also a player. You know what I'm saying? It's like a role.
Udonis is definitely going to move up to the Miami hierarchy. I bet you he becomes a coach one day.
He's going to own the Miami Heat someday.
I don't think he made enough.
He's going to make it happen. It's going to be over these years. They're going to have a documentary
They're just
about
gonna
it.
give to him.
Yeah, he's
Like,
going to get
yeah.
it handed to him.
Key to the city.
Yeah, 'cause
Fucking.
he's from Miami. You know what I'm saying? He's from Miami, so And I think he would. I don't. Maybe I couldn't count me on that. He might not be from. He might not have went to college there, but I know he's from Miami, Florida.
I like the Heat, so I mean I don't think they're gonna win this year, but I like
What do
the
you guys
Heat.
think about? What do you guys think about Popovich? What he said.
What did he say?
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not like a betting man or anything, but I wouldn't like go to Vegas and be betting on the Spurs to win a championship this year. Basically,
I did read that.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He's keeping it real.
Hey,
you know.
he's for
But
real.
they got some
I ain't about
stars
to
there
win no
down there in
fucking
San
championship.
Antonio. They did trade away
DeJounte.
Yeah, DeJounte Murray to the Hawks too before the.
I think they're too small
draft.
over there on the Hawks.
And I think Trae Young needs to learn to play defense.
You can't learn to play defense. He's 6 foot tall. He's King Cook.
6'3".
He's not 6'3".
I think he's 6'3", isn't he?
No, he is
No?
like probably not even 6 foot. That boy's probably like my fucking height for real, bro. Because you know they all lying, bro. He's probably my height, bro.
Right.
And you can't play defense at my height on
Right.
dudes that are 6'3", bro.
Right.
If they have a jumper, you cannot defend their jumper
Right.
unless you're super athletic. And guess what? He is not.
Right.
Yeah, you ain't
He'll
trying
cook
to-
you.
Yeah.
He'll cook you on the
shoot
offensive
really
end.
quick as fuck.
And he's got
But defensively, there's only so much he can do.
right.
Too little.
He could get better. He's got to get better at team defense.
Right.
That's what
Right.
Curry has to do, and Curry's not even little.
Right. Curry's
Curry's
a
6'3".
defender. Now I'll give Curry a defend. He defends now.
He does, but like when you're playing in the finals against these teams, you know they isolate the smallest guy using pick and rolls, and then fucking they get cooked. I mean,
Right.
it's just what happens. You're
Right.
six-
Well, that's
you're
because
small,
in the,
bro.
In the game, in the playoffs.
You know what I'm
the game-
saying? Like
the
they're
game
like,
always-
yeah, let's get the 6'8" guy on the 6'3" guy and go on, leave
the-
him 1-on-1.
Yeah, in the playoffs, the game always slows down to half court basketball because the games are more pivotal to count more. You know what I'm saying? So you try to use your mismatches more. Whereas in a regular season, it's like a flow of the game. You know what I'm saying? It's really the flow of the game. They really don't care as long as they're somewhere in the playoffs or somewhere way out of the playoffs because they're going for draft picks. But in the playoffs, it's definitely possession by possession. You're trying to build upon and manipulate matchups. You know what I'm saying? So.
So the Mavs are trying to get
Buddy Hield.
Buddy and Miles.
Turner.
Yeah, some kind of trade.
Dude, if
They're
that
not-
happens,
I don't know if they're trying to
my
get both of
Mavericks
them.
pick for the win goes way up.
Right.
Right, and they can't trade Christian Wood out of it. So,
no.
So,
So
I
keeping
mean-
him.
they
So
be
you would think like
stacked.
Oh,
so
bro,
like
like-
so probably like what Hardaway, Finney Smith,
Picks.
I'd let
Kleber.
I'd let it go for sure. I'd
That Kleber guy can shoot though.
Yeah, he needs a defender. He's a 6'10" shooter and defender.
Kleber's
And
big
his-
move. I always because
He just
Max
did, I
Kleber-
believe
Max
I
Kleber,
believe he just resigned for 3 years this offseason, didn't he?
whatever.
Did he?
I think so. One other big man did. I don't remember. But they also get Powell. But they also got Dwight Powell. I think this will be his first full season from injury.
I think
from those
Luca's
injuries.
about to be a madman out here, bro.
Who?
Luca.
He's
He's gonna be a madman this series.
Uh,
The season.
This season's
Yeah.
gonna be dope for him.
He's gonna go
The-
nuts.
I'm-
I just like have a
especially if they
feeling
get
that he's
them.
like coming out here and he is determined to get this MVP and chip this year.
but I don't know. I don't want him to get a chip because then it means he's
I'd
going to
love to see
retire.
the
Because did
Dallas.
you guys hear about that?
I don't.
I told you
believe
that.
it.
He said there was speculation they was talking about within his camp that he would literally get a championship and retire, or maybe a couple championships and just retire at an early age out of the league so he can go back to Europe. So I mean I'm like I like it because you do your thing, homie. But
If I was
don't-
if,
at the
don't-
same time-
if I was Luca, what I would be doing is I would be playing in the NBA until I couldn't, and then go retire to Europe where I can continue to dominate.
right,
I can go dominate there still.
right.
I could be a top player in the league after I get to the point. Like I'd
You'd
be
be a
like,
trophy.
I'd be like,
Hey,
ooh.
he'd be a
Eric
Stephon
trophies, statues.
Marbury in Europe. The Stephon Marbury.
That's what I'm saying. Josh Smith.
Yeah, go
Josh
get
Josh Smith to
statues.
China. He got them statues, bro.
Right.
Over here, we bought him out of his contract. Over there, they built a statue.
This past season was the first year that they were able to. They didn't pay Josh Smith. This past season was, and he's been off the team since what 2016,
Is it even longer?
maybe 14.
Yeah, like I feel like it was even longer.
But I'm saying this past season is
Because
like.
that was like
So now next season,
Shit.
the Pistons will
Long
have
time ago.
the
That
Pistons
song
are-
that making moves that ZB1 said Josh Smith went to the Rockets. So that was right after he traded for them, and that was like 2000.
remember he was tearing it up on the
16.
Rockets after we traded him for a second.
It was like 15, 16.
He's over there
like that.
dishing it.
dishing it, dunking it.
Yeah,
but he
just back-
can't shoot. That's the thing, bro. Like he's a
He's a bricklayer.
he's a Russell Westbrook. You know what I'm saying? He's shooting up bricks, bro.
Dude,
Like,
I saw this funniest video of fucking Westbrook, and they're like, oh, I see a comeback season coming, and it's Russell Westbrook, and he comes up, and he's like, game, and he pulls up, and it's just brick. And I was like,
The form looked good though. The form.
it looked just like a Russell Westbrook shot, the whole thing.
Hey, have you guys seen that? You know, you got that I don't know, that white college dude. He lives in the suburbs, but anyways, he be doing like the fake LeBrons, and he be doing the.
Oh, that guy's a baller, bro.
Yeah, so anyways, he does that, right? Yeah, I know he does. He's real good. But anyways, have you seen the ones where like he does? Okay, so there's one where he does a clip of like LeBron, then he does Anthony Davis, and then he does somebody else, and then he does like clips for Westbrook, and he does like different animations, but he's missing every single time. You know what I'm saying? But they're bloopers at the end. But he was literally trying to make it. You know what I'm saying? But he keeps missing, so he just throws.
I saw him playing with Hezegod the other day.
Yeah.
He got cooked.
It was 1-on-1.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It was just a
Of
clip.
course
Yeah.
he's gonna get cooked. And one type fucking
He's not quite
Crazy.
and one type. He just
It's just the
cooks
handles.
people,
It's
bro.
just the
crazy
handles and
handles, yeah.
Well, and it's his subtlety of how he does it, I think. You know what I'm saying? He like the defender is always focused in on stopping him.
It's just not
and
playing
he's
NBA
literally
players, bro.
He's literally waiting for you to make a move that he can counter. Is the way I see it.
I'm about to say these NBA players is on a whole nother level, though. That's the thing. Like he's not doing the stuff he's doing to NBA players.
Oh no, right? Because he's waiting on its timing. He's waiting on their reaction to what you know. What I'm saying, whatever they do, once your foot comes forward 3 inches, once your hip shifts one way, once your ass goes down to set back in your stance. You know what I'm saying? Boop, making that first move, you're done.
Like
Now
I
you're-
saw this video with the professor and Glenn Davis, dude,
Yeah,
and they were showing which moves would work with an NBA player. And like half of them did,
right,
but half of them didn't.
Right.
Like boom, no,
right,
stuffed, not today.
right.
This guy don't even play no more.
Right, because you're when you're taught defense, you're taught defense. When you're just defending, you're not really you're defending to you know what I'm saying. There's a difference, and that's all. And now it's all as an offensive player. That's all he was able to manipulate. That's all he's able to manipulate. That's how he's able to manipulate so easily. I guess you could say. The Lakers are gonna run. It's gonna be the starting five: Russell Westbrook. What did I see?
Pat Beverly.
No, they're not
No,
gonna
they-
start him.
they-
They're
Oh,
gonna
they
saw
pulled
her.
it back.
They,
No, they're
they
gonna
said in
start
practice that their biggest starting lineup was it was
Okay, it's Russell Westbrook,
LeBron,
Kendrick Nunn, LeBron James,
Nunn,
Anthony
yep.
Davis, and Damon Jones. That's their starting
Yep,
five.
That was what they've been running at practice. They said
So that's what they're gonna run, right?
the most.
That ain't it.
No,
But I mean,
It's not.
bringing Patrick Beverly off the bench, he's already been an off the bench player. You know what I'm saying? He was off the bench player in
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yeah,
so why
that's
was
perfectly
it-
fine.
so-
It's
so
about the
that's
Russell
funny-
Westbrook, LeBron on the court at the same time. It don't make sense to me.
It don't make sense, but I don't understand how these players can't play.
He's like, I'm a starter. Like,
You know what I'm saying?
whatever. Listen, maybe you could come off the bench for 32 minutes,
Right.
and the guy that's starting's only coming off for 22. Like, you really the starter. We
or-
just want your minutes
My
staggered
thing-
with
my-
someone
my-
else.
My thing,
Right.
but why can't he not shoot the ball that way? Why can't he be more of a playmaker and get his points off of
Because he can't
Right.
shoot.
right? So tell him, and essentially, you're not shooting. He's not shooting the ball.
Like, what Russell Westbrook has and has always been good at is penetrating and then either
Dishing it out
finishing
or
dishing it out to
Right.
the open guy from
Right.
the collapsed defender from him penetrating.
Right.
All right? LeBron does the exact same thing.
Right.
So but LeBron can shoot it, but
Right.
LeBron's gonna have the ball.
Right.
LeBron is your primary ball handler at all times when LeBron is on the floor.
Well,
It doesn't mean he's handling the ball every time, but he's the primary ball handler.
yeah, but they said that
he's playing point.
because that's what they're actually talking about is that LeBron's getting up there in age, so he's going to have to take a secondary role to someone else moving the ball, and they said that maybe that's where Russell Westbrook is the ball handler
And LeBron's
and the
just shooting
playmaker,
threes.
and LeBron's shooting threes and setting screening rolls and moving. You know what I'm saying? A little bit rather than dominating the ball, because in order for them to cohese together, because this is from Darvin Ham. He's talking about together. Is order.
It's not a word.
Listen. If I didn't, you guys didn't say anything, and they didn't say anything, whoever was watching this they would have been understood what I said, right? Okay, so
Probably not.
so that's what's coming out of this Lakers camp is that LeBron's
L's?
going to have to take a second seat to Westbrook operating the offense. He's talking about L's, right? But and then they said that Anthony Davis is going to have to step into what they brought him there to do, because this is supposed to be Anthony Davis' show right now. But it hasn't been because he keeps getting injured. You know what I'm saying?
Have you seen all the videos people be
expected
making
that,
of the
though.
2K? Like, it's so realistic, and it's always just Anthony Davis getting hurt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Slice ball.
Yeah, the one
Or the one he's
they were
just
just
walking.
running,
Well,
and
because
they just
2K
bumped shoulders. Like, no,
2K's
it was just
got
like they
that-
walked past each other, and he's like broke his shoulder.
2K's got that realistic injuries stuff in the game where
Yeah,
it'll tell you
durability.
if the durability, where it'll tell you if their shoulder, whatever. And then when you use simulation and what is it called in 2K? RDA?
Yeah.
The RDA and the simulation of the game, and this dude's always getting injured. You know what I'm saying? You're like, man, dude, that's the crazy thing about injuries is that you're either injured forever, or like you have a whole bunch of them and then you just stop getting injured.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
D-Rose.
Huh?
Like D-Rose.
Yeah. He ain't been injured.
But that's
and
because
shout
he
out
learned
for,
how to
like-
play different.
Yeah.
Or he would have continued to get injured.
Right.
For real. Like, he's like, all right, I got to
Well, he also lost.
I can't be getting
he lost
beat
that
up
bounce.
all day in the
Yeah.
paint. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah. He lost that bounce, and it's cool when they're young. But yeah, why? It's crazy.
it's not cool.
Like
when you're
shout
young,
out to
though.
Brandon Roy. Do you, guys remember Brandon Roy?
like Ja? Like Ja's gonna have
Yeah,
to
no,
pull
it's-
back. Like Ja's crazy, but like if you do that, you're shortening your career.
Right. Like
Like
you guys,
Dwayne Wade did the same thing. Like if you take a lot of contact, you can't play near his
do you
deep.
guys remember Brandon Roy?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Greg Oden.
yeah. Well, Greg Oden was fucked.
They were supposed to be great players, and the injuries just kept coming every year. Major injuries. But when they got on the court, they put up significant numbers. They were offensively better, defensively better, but then they just had to give up their careers because they didn't want to get injured anymore.
I'm waiting to see what the
You fuck around and not be able to walk.
what happens in this bargaining agreement because it's coming up. They keep talking about it.
After next year, yeah. They're gonna put that you have to stay for 3 years in these max contracts.
You think so?
They're gonna get something. The owners, it's an owners' league, bro. Like
As it should be. They own it.
Yeah. The players crying whatever, whine about whatever, but the owners
They literally
are gonna do
have
what
the
they
best
want.
league.
And
And in
it's
the
just-
best league.
The shit's altering. You know what I'm saying? Oh well,
They have so much power.
NFL makes more money than the
Yeah, but the NFL players don't make more money than the NBA players.
No, there's got to spread it out over 15 players. They still operate within the same dollar.
And they don't have that luxury cap.
like the
There's a hard cap in football. Like you can way overpay in
$20
basketball.
million. Usually, I think what the hard cap is. $20 million over what the salary cap is. But I believe I don't remember what
The Warriors are paying like 145 million in luxury tax right now.
because they're over. Yeah,
I'm saying you're allowed to do that.
yeah,
though.
but
You
they're
can't do that in football.
right,
You know what I'm saying? There's a cap and a real cap.
right.
There's not a real cap in basketball. There's all sorts of ways to finesse how to keep going over and over. You just got to pay extra for it.
Right.
Obviously, the NFL generates more money, but it doesn't for its players.
No, they get paid less,
And they have
because,
way less power.
You know,
Like, you're in the greatest position in the NBA of any league.
right.
Like, because your face is out.
Yeah, all the fans.
That helmet is such a disadvantage for football players. We don't know most people don't know what you look like.
Yeah, that's yeah. Yep. I see. Yeah, I get what you're saying with that because you see people all the time after they retired and they go public places and nobody knows who they are, and then all of a sudden you'd be like, "Oh my God, that's," you know what I'm saying? And they were like, and people look and they're like, "What? He was there. He comes here all the time, or we see him all the time." Oh, I didn't know that. You know what I mean?
Well, it's just different, like the NBA is a players' league, and fucking football is a team league. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like your allegiance, you don't switch off of players in football like you do, like with, you know what I'm saying? Like, when a player like switches a team, you don't normally rock like, and you're like, nah, I support that team that he went to. Right. All the Lion fans did for Stafford, but that's just like that's the only way they're getting a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? That was it. That's the only way they got to feel that feeling. They're like, that's our guy. He left on good terms.
The same way Barry Sanders and Calvin Johnson could have came out. Just saying, you guys are bums for that. Look at that. Matt Stafford did the right thing.
I think Calvin Johnson would have loved to have been traded to the Patriots.
They didn't force their way out and say, look, I'm rocking with the ship as it goes down. Because that's what Stafford said. He said, listen, I'll stay. But if you have an opportunity to trade me to a team that's a contender and get something back that is really significant, we could go that route too. And that when Dan Holmes looked at the roster and they had a meeting with Dan Campbell, you know what I mean? Dan Campbell was going to keep Stafford. But when the Rams offered 2 firsts and a third, they said, run that.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good pickup.
You know what I'm saying? Because
I thought it was a great move for us.
We got that guy, Jameson Williams. He's about to come out and just light the league up. That guy's lightning fast. Tyreek Hill fast. And he's a bigger build. 6'2", 189 pounds. He's got a stiff arm. Could you imagine Tyreek Hill? Fast as shit.
What's next?
Huh? I mean, yeah. I'm just pumped about the Lions, but it is a run it back radio.
What's their record, real quick?
1-2. They got they're playing tomorrow against Geno Smith. We're about to get this W.
He's hype.
Oh yeah, you already know me.
Detroit.
Yeah, I know you're a Lion.
I was supposed to go to this
Lions
game,
fan.
but not because things changed.
Yeah,
because of this damn retrograde.
I'm about to watch it. That's all I know.
I'm definitely about to watch it. Probably here, live.
What's who the Seahawks?
Seahawks, yeah.
Oh, they're probably going.
The Jamal Adams is out for the season.
We got push-ups on it?
Huh?
We got push-ups on it?
Yeah, we'll probably put the 25 on.
Okay, bet. It's locked in right now.
Okay. Do I owe you 25 right now? Or did I do them? No, you owe me 25, don't you?
Do I owe you 25?
Yeah, you owe me 25.
Off of what?
The last bet.
That's what I'm asking. Off of what? I understood it would have been a bet. Yes.
The football game.
Which one?
The Bengals and the whatchamacallit.
I thought the Bengals won. So you owe me 25 push-ups.
I was messing with him. He was trying to convince him. He was trying to tell me I had to tell him what the bet was. I was like, damn it. The Tua concussion one.
Well, anyways,
the one where
NBA. We're gonna
Jamal
wrap it up.
Crawford
Oh, that's right.
going to TNT was had, and that's my second favorite
So
player.
he's replacing Wade?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wade's leaving.
Why is Wade leaving?
I don't know if it was family stuff or he was going to do something different, but
He's just going to pursue some more personal family ventures, I think. Because
I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. It's about
cool-
time my man
cool
Jamal
addition.
Crawford
I just
somewhere
like
'cause
Wade,
y'all was
you know what I'm
pissing me
saying?
off because this motherfucker was out here 40 years old
he's
dropping
going to
50
do it for a
and y'all
couple
didn't
months
have
and be like, man, I'm going back to the
no
big
contract.
Maybe he could do both. Be out there balling, run upstairs, put the suit on, do the halftime thing, run back down there. I mean, he's not going to be like playing a ton of minutes. He easily could do it.
Right.
He's like, oh wait, coach calling me down. I'll be back in a second.
I don't know, but some of them, they're playing the big three. They'd be throwing it up.
The big three, the Ice Cubes thing.
Yeah, they'd be playing like 25 minutes, in the big three a game.
Dude, people
25
be
minutes a
getting
game.
it in there. Joe Johnson be fucking people up.
Joe Johnson. What could have been of that guy? He could have been super special if they would have put the right players around that guy. And he didn't get injured.
He would have. Joe Johnson could have been your Robert Horry. He would have been your Robert Horry.
if he would have been around a championship team every year.
Right.
He would have been your Robert Horry for sure. Maybe even more. You never know. And maybe not more championships, but more.
Just always
Game-winning
finds
shots,
a
plus
finds
shots.
a, yeah finds a way to be on a.
Luka's
playoff
coming
team,
out here this
championship
year,
team.
though. You heard it here. Heard it here first. MVP and a chip. That's my prediction.
That'd be some shit.
And he's gonna
Especially
meet-
if they make that move for Buddy Hield and Miles Turner.
He's gonna meet Giannis in the
can
Eastern
see him getting
Conference
the chip.
from
Even-
the Eastern
even-
Conference, and Giannis is gonna get chipped this year. The Bucks are hungry, bro.
I think I mean it's not who I picked to go there, but it is who I actually think is going there. Is the Bucks. But I don't know if Luka's going crazy and Giannis
I
is
would
going
like to
crazy.
see
I don't
Luka
think that
versus
either of them can be
Giannis in the
stopped.
finals.
It'd be
That
a sick finals, an un-American finals, but a sick finals.
Right.
I don't care. So
That shit would be fire. Because you got two players out there that are basically unguardable. That you're not going to guard.
Right.
So it's like,
dude, fucking his passes during the EuroLeague were crazy, bro. They're so accurate. I was watching the highlights, bro. They're like dots from across the whole court.
Right.
Like right on the money in stride. I'm like, this motherfucker's a quarterback.
Launching that bitch.
He be doing that the glitch one.
You've seen
He
his,
be-
his left-handed passes. He's got a couple of good ones. of
That's
those.
what I'm talking about. That's like the shit he was doing on
Yeah.
these dots down the whole court and shit.
Right.
And then he's doing that glitch pass shit where he goes up for a shot and then it goes flying backwards. Like, bro, he's really dropping those all over the place now. He's like,
Right.
oh, I figured that one out. It's in
Right.
the bag.
Right. As long as I got a dude trailing behind me.
And they're always right on the money. I'm always like, what? How you going to glitch pass it?
For real, in real life.
In real life to people in game.
Right.
That's some goat shit.
Fire. So I'm hoping he just comes out here and goes crazy because I just want to see it.
And it's crazy because he's not even the fastest player. He's not even like
Oh, right.
crazy fast or nothing. Like he's
No, he's not fast at all, but
Like-
he's in the top 1% of stop.
His brain processes
Of
the
his
game
speed of
differently.
stopping. Him and Harden are.
yeah, that shit's
Right.
crazy.
His
Like
brain processes the game differently.
Well, there's that too, but on top of that, like he's really good at. It's not that he's good at going fast; he's good at stopping. He's
Right.
the best at it. Him and Harden are like the best in the league at stopping. Like scientifically, they did like
Especially
tests
from
and shit.
full speed and shit.
Yeah, so like
Yeah,
that's their advantage to get their space.
Right.
It's so that you're not stopping as fast as me. Ooh, bah. They're shifty.
Like he already stopping while y'all taking a stride over. You know what I mean? Like just to step over, he like, and if you're going full speed and you're coming down and he's go to stop and you trying to step over in front of him, but he act like because he going this way, he gonna stop instead. He's gonna step over, and by the time you even go to step over, he's already stopped and taking a jumper.
Right.
And you're still in your forward motion.
Right.
So like it's a bucket every time.
Yep. But
Chip.
That'd
That'd be nice. Like I said, I would like to see that. That would be dope. Because like I said, I thought the Warriors was going to
yeah, I mean that
win
that
again.
was your pick.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's my team, so I'd love to see that again. I'd also love to see Luka get one. So like, if either of those teams go there and get one, I wouldn't mind seeing Giannis getting another one.
Yeah,
Because
see,
I think
my-
he's great. I wouldn't be mad about it.
Right.
My squad's the Bulls, but Zoe about to be out.
For
'Cause
like
apparently
half
he's
the
still-
season.
No, he's talking about he might be out the whole season, bro. He's
Coming back to playoffs.
He was talking that he could barely walk and shit. Still.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
barely
Yeah,
jump.
They
yeah.
said,
He
well,
said his knee
like,
could
it's
only
bad.
move like from 30 to 60 degrees.
Yeah, they said
Yeah,
well,
that's bad,
realistically,
dude.
they said
That's
that
fucked.
half the season would be the best thing that he could come back. But they said probably out until after the All-Star break, if not for the whole, you know what I'm saying, the regular season. But if they were in the playoffs, he might come back 20 games, 15 games before the playoffs started just to get back into game shape. But his knee is definitely fucked up. And this guy's only, what, 25?
Sounds about right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, something like that. That yeah.
But Zach
The
Levine might
knees,
go
bro.
nuts.
Oh, that'd be dope. That'd be dope. MVP. No.
I mean, that's possible.
Him or DeMar.
It truly is possible. I mean, that's not something I'd bet on. I haven't
No,
bet
I
on.
wouldn't bet on
I did
that.
bet on all sorts of stupid stuff, though. It's not something that's far out of what I'd pick. It just is a
We're
stupid
still waiting
option.
on Miles Bridges to go to court. It's been adjourned 3 times. This will be this day. I think it's like October 7th or something. This will be the 4th court date they gave the guy.
Melo was saying he missed him.
Yeah, and then they're building up a defense for whatever I think he did.
Well, I mean, yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying?
They
That's
got
the reason why
to.
they're having it delayed or whatever.
Well,
Let's
I'm
see
sure
what
he'll be
happens.
back in the league, to be honest.
Well, yeah. I mean,
No matter what.
the Hornets got to figure out what,
It's
they,
just how
what to
long.
do with that guy. Because it's probably, they said it realistically, the Hornets are the only team that can sign him now.
Why?
Because they're the only team that can put him under contract for next season.
Why?
Because nobody else will have their money. It's all used up already.
So what if
But
you
they
need a
still
trade?
have the contract. Well, I mean, they had to make some kind of probably sign a trade, but the Hornets still have his tender, whatever. You know
Throw
what I'm
us
saying?
miles. Throw us miles too. We might go to the ship.
I'll take him.
Get
Bring him
everybody.
over.
Fuck it.
Um,
We going to the championship. Detroit Pistons.
we are gonna give him the bag. They're about to. Pistons offered him, or I don't. They never said what they offered him, but the Pistons offered a contract to him. Was gonna grab him, and then that came out, and they were like, "Oh, let me get that contract back."
I want him.
Only because Detroit is the city of forgiveness. But, you know.
We're the bad boys. What are
I
you
understand.
talking
We
about?
are right. We're the
We
city.
close. They was clotheslining
right.
people.
So we get the bad guys and we
beating
forgive
up on
them.
They beaten Michael Jordan.
We
Just straight
forget.
beating the shit out of
We
him.
forgive them. We forgive them. You know what I'm saying?
Of course,
The
we
bad
forgive
guys.
them. We're the beating people.
Right.
They're like, psh, psh, I forgive you. I'll forgive you next play too.
Shaq-
Remember
Shaq-
that?
Artest was supposed to be on the Pistons.
Yeah, we have Malice at the Palace.
Right.
Just imagine if he was on the Pistons and they was out there fucking.
Well, the reason why it happened is because I mean,
Isn't a fan or something?
he would have been engaged in it too, though. We wouldn't have been on our team. You know what I'm saying? He went crazy. Our dude went crazy.
No, I know. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying that he was meant to be on the Pistons squad.
Oh,
With
right.
That type of shit back for
Oh, right.
what they was made for. I mean, obviously.
Man, I
They
was
wouldn't
all
beat
about signing
motherfuckers
Ray
up, man.
Rice. I was all about
Heck
getting,
yeah. I'm always like, whatever. Let's
I'm
get
like,
it.
I'm like, I'm actually the same way. Bring in all the criminals because they come here and they ball out or they play good football or whatever it is.
And what a
Okay?
perfect city for it.
Right.
Detroit.
See, he coming out the elevator like track race, like open the door, out, like
Plexico Burris is coaching.
Brett Favre would be the coach with that scandal he's involved with.
Oh, yeah. That shit's crazy.
So
All right. But, yeah, I think that
we're
wraps
signing
it up.
off already.
Yeah, it's
Like
it's-
that?
It's 50 minutes, bro.
Yeah, it's
All
fine.
right. Well, see you later, everybody.
Yep. This is Run It Back Radio. Like, subscribe, share.
out.
You know what I'm saying? We out.
Salute.